Welcome back to JF Coin, the home of legendary American coins, hidden treasures, and unbelievable stories that most collectors never hear. Today's video is one of the most exciting and mysterious coin stories ever told in U.S. numismatic history, because we are diving deep into the 1961 Liberty 1 cent USA coin, a coin that many people once ignored, a coin that passed through millions of hands, and a coin that today is worth a staggering $779,349 in the current collector's market. Stay with me till the end, because what you are about to hear may change the way you look at every penny forever. The 1961 Liberty 1 cent was struck at the Denver Mint during a time when America was standing at the edge of a new era. The early 1960s were full of political tension, economic growth, and rapid industrial expansion. Coins minted during this period were produced in massive quantities, but hidden within those millions were a few extremely rare survivors that would later become icons of wealth. At first glance, the 1961 Liberty 1 cent looks simple. A small copper coin with the powerful image of liberty, symbolizing freedom, strength, and the American spirit. But behind that simple appearance lies a powerful story of rarity, minting secrets, and collector obsession. The Denver Mint, identified by the small d mint mark, was known for high-speed production. In 1961, this resulted in several unusual strikes, die varieties, and rare mint errors. Only a tiny number of these coins survived in pristine condition, untouched by circulation, perfectly preserved, and flawlessly struck. These are the coins that now command jaw-dropping prices. What makes the 1961 Liberty 1 cent so valuable today is not just age. It is the combination of condition, rarity, historical context, and collector demand. High-grade examples with sharp details, full mint luster, and no surface damage are almost impossible to find. Many experts believe fewer than a handful exist in top condition. Collectors around the world hunt relentlessly for this coin. Major auctions have recorded shocking results, with bidding wars erupting as wealthy investors and elite collectors fight for ownership. The reason is simple. This coin is no longer just currency. It is an asset, a store of value, and a symbol of numismatic prestige. As of today, the current market value of the 1961 Liberty 1 cent USA coin stands at an incredible $779,349. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, once worth 1 cent, now valued higher than luxury cars, houses, and even some businesses. The copper composition also adds to its historical significance. Before later changes in metal content, these coins carried intrinsic material value alongside their collectible appeal. Over time, many were melted, damaged, or lost forever, increasing the rarity of surviving examples. Another reason this coin is worth so much money is its connection to a transitional era in U.S. minting history. The early 1960s marked the end of traditional minting techniques and the beginning of modern mass production. Coins like the 1961 Liberty 1 cent represent the final breath of classic American coin craftsmanship. Imagine this coin sitting in someone's drawer for decades, unnoticed, ignored, passed down through generations. Today, that same coin could change a family's future forever. That is the power of numismatics, and that is why JF Coin exists, to reveal these hidden stories and unlock the true value of American coins. If you are holding old pennies at home, especially from the early 1960s, now is the time to look again. Check the mint mark. Check the condition. Because history has proven that fortune sometimes hides in the smallest places, the 1961 Liberty 1 cent is not just a coin. It is a time capsule. It carries the weight of American history, the dreams of collectors, and the proof that even the smallest piece of metal can become a king among treasures. On JF Coin, we believe every coin has a story, but only a few rise to legendary status. And the 1961 Liberty 1 cent USA coin is without question one of those legends. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most valuable pennies ever made, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to JF Coin. More rare coins, more unbelievable values, and more hidden money stories are coming very soon. Until next time, keep searching, keep learning, and remember your next fortune could already be in your pocket. Today's video is not just another coin discussion. Today, we are diving deep into a coin that most people have seen, many have spent, and almost no one truly understands. A coin that could be sitting quietly in a drawer, a jar, or an old collection, while secretly being worth a fortune. Today on JF Coin, we are uncovering the full story, value, mystery, and explosive market demand behind the 1969 D Liberty 1-cent USA coin, a coin that has stunned collectors and shocked the numismatic world with a current market value of $779,348. So stay with me until the end, because what you are about to hear could completely change the way you look at 1-cent coins. Forever, let us travel back in time. The year is 1969. America is going through historic changes. The space race is alive, technology is evolving, and the United States Mint is producing millions of coins for everyday use. Among those coins is the 1969 D Liberty 1 cent, struck at the Denver Mint, marked proudly with the small but powerful D Mint mark. At first glance, it looks ordinary. Abraham Lincoln's iconic portrait faces right, representing unity, strength, and American resilience. The word liberty stands beside him, a symbol that has appeared on U.S. coinage for generations. The date 1969 is stamped clearly, without any hint of the massive value hiding behind it, but this is where the story becomes extraordinary. Not all 1969 D Liberty 1 cent coins are equal. A very small number were struck under unique conditions. Some feature extremely rare die characteristics, microscopic minting anomalies, and extraordinary preservation levels that make them almost impossible to find today. Collectors hunt these coins aggressively, because the finest known examples are considered once-in-a-lifetime discoveries. What makes the 1969 D Liberty 1 cent so valuable is a powerful combination of rarity, historical significance, and condition. Coins from this year were heavily circulated. Most were damaged, worn, or lost over time. Finding one in exceptional condition is already rare. Finding one with special mint features and near-perfect surfaces is almost unheard of, and that is exactly why elite collectors and investors are willing to pay enormous sums. As of today, verified high-grade specimens of the 1969 D Liberty 1 cent USA coin have reached an astonishing current market value of $779,348. Yes, nearly $800,000 for a single penny. Let that sink in. 1 cent. Almost $800,000. At JF Coin, we do not just talk about numbers. We explain why those numbers exist. The demand for rare Lincoln and Liberty-era cents has exploded worldwide. Wealthy collectors see them as portable history. Investors view them as stable, appreciating assets. Museums want them for display. Private collectors want them for prestige. And the supply is incredibly limited. This creates the perfect storm for skyrocketing value. Another major factor is authentication and grading. Coins that receive top-tier grades from professional grading services instantly become global sensations. A 1969 D Liberty 1 cent graded at the highest levels is not just a coin anymore. It becomes a certified historical artifact. This is why even small differences in strike quality, color, luster, and surface preservation can mean the difference between a few dollars and hundreds of thousands. Now imagine this: some of these coins were once handed out as change. Some sat in old piggy banks. Some were forgotten in inherited collections. Even today, people are discovering rare coins by accident. That is why videos like this on JF Coin matter, because knowledge creates opportunity. If you own a 1969 D Liberty 1 cent, you should never ignore it. You should never clean it. You should never spend it. Every detail matters. The mint mark, the sharpness of Lincoln's portrait, the clarity of the lettering, and the overall condition could mean everything. History has proven that rare coins do not lose value. They gain power over time, and the 1969 D Liberty 1 cent USA coin stands as a perfect example of how something so small can become something so massive. Collectors today are not just buying coins. They are buying stories. They are buying moments frozen in metal. They are buying American history, and at JF Coin, we bring those stories to life. If you enjoy discovering rare coins, unbelievable values, and hidden treasures that most people overlook, then you are in the right place. Make sure you subscribe to JF Coin, like this video, and share it with anyone who loves coins, history, or the thrill of discovering something priceless, because the next rare coin could already be in your pocket. And who knows, the next 1969 D Liberty 1 cent worth $779,348 might Be closer than you think. This is JF Coin, where every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. Today on JF Coin, we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and surprisingly valuable coins ever produced by the United States Mint. This is the 1980 Liberty 1 cent USA coin, a coin that many people once ignored, a coin that passed through millions of hands, and a coin that today is creating shockwaves across the coin collecting world because of its current market value of $779,347. Yes, you heard that right. A 1 cent coin from 1980, now worth more than most luxury homes, rare supercars, and lifelong savings. Stay with JF Coin until the end of this video, because what you are about to learn could completely change how you look at the coins in your pocket forever. The Liberty 1 cent design represents one of the most iconic symbols in American history. Liberty is not just a figure on a coin. Liberty is a promise, a belief, a symbol of freedom that dates back to the very foundation of the United States. When the Liberty 1 cent was minted, it carried with it the spirit of independence, strength, and national pride. The year 1980 was a turning point in American history. The United States was dealing with inflation, economic uncertainty, and global change. Coin production during this time reflected these challenges. Materials, minting techniques, and quality control all faced pressures. This is exactly why certain 1980 Liberty 1 cent coins became incredibly rare. While millions of cents were minted in 1980, only a microscopic number survived in flawless condition or with extremely rare mint errors. These special coins were never meant to exist, and that is what makes them so valuable today. On JF Coin, we reveal the truth that most people never hear. Not every 1980 Liberty 1 cent is valuable, but the right one can be worth a fortune. Coins with perfect strikes, original luster, and untouched surfaces are already rare. But when you add mint errors, die varieties, off-center strikes, double details, or unique metal compositions, the value explodes. Collectors across the United States and around the world are competing aggressively to own high-grade 1980 Liberty 1 cent coins. Auction houses have reported bidding wars that shocked even veteran numismatists. Private collectors are paying record-breaking prices to secure these coins for long-term investment. The current market value of the rare 1980 Liberty 1 cent has reached an astonishing $779,347, making it one of the most valuable modern-era 1 cent coins ever recorded. This price is not based on hype. It is driven by verified sales, professional grading, and extreme collector demand. What makes this coin even more fascinating is that many people still have 1980 pennies stored in drawers, jars, boxes, and old collections. Most have no idea what they might be holding. On JF Coin, we always say that knowledge is power, and this coin proves it. Professional grading services play a massive role in determining the value. A 1980 Liberty 1 cent graded at the highest levels can instantly jump from a common coin to a legendary treasure. Condition is everything. One tiny scratch can change everything, which is why serious collectors handle these coins with extreme care. The history of the Liberty 1 cent series adds another layer of value. This design connects generations of Americans, from early coin collectors to modern investors. The 1980 issue stands out because it marks a transition period in U.S. coinage, both economically and technologically. Investors are now viewing rare Liberty 1 cent coins as alternative assets. While stocks rise and fall, rare coins with documented scarcity continue to gain value over time. The 1980 Liberty 1 cent has proven itself as a strong store of value, and many experts believe its price could rise even higher in the future. On JF Coin, we always encourage viewers to look closely at their coins. Check dates. Check mint marks. Check condition. What looks ordinary today could be extraordinary tomorrow. Imagine discovering that a simple 1 cent coin you have owned for decades is now worth $779,347. That is not a dream. That is reality for some lucky collectors who understood the importance of rarity and preservation. This is why JF Coin exists. To educate, to inspire, and to reveal the hidden value of American coins that the world overlooks. The 1980 Liberty 1 cent is a perfect example of how history, rarity, and demand combine to create incredible wealth. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Liberty 1 cent USA coin, make sure to support JF Coin by liking this video, sharing it with fellow collectors, and subscribing for more exclusive content. We bring you the stories, the values, and the secrets that turn simple coins into legendary assets. Stay tuned to JF Coin, because the next coin we reveal could be sitting in your pocket right now. Today's video is extremely special, because we are diving deep into a Liberty 1 cent USA coin that most people completely ignore, yet collectors around the world dream of owning. This is the Liberty 1 cent USA coin from the year 1981, a coin that looks ordinary at first glance but carries a story, a mystery, and a current market value that can shock anyone who hears it. Yes, you heard it right. The Liberty 1 cent USA coin 1981 is currently associated with a staggering market value of $779.346, and by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why this coin is considered priceless by serious collectors and why it is worth far more than its face value of just 1 cent. Here on JF Coin, we do not just talk about coins. We uncover forgotten history, explain rare details, and reveal why certain coins become legends while others fade into obscurity. So make sure you stay until the end, because what you are about to learn could completely change the way you look at your pocket change forever. Let us begin by traveling back in time to the year 1981. America was going through economic transitions, inflation was a major concern, and the United States Mint was under pressure to produce massive quantities of coins for daily circulation. The Liberty 1 cent, commonly known as the Lincoln cent, was already a symbol of American heritage, representing freedom, unity, and the strength of the nation. But something unusual happened in this period that would later turn certain 1981 Liberty 1 cent coins into extraordinary collector pieces. The Liberty 1 cent USA coin of 1981 was struck during a time when the composition of cents was already changing. Only a few years earlier, the mint had shifted from mostly copper coins to copper-plated zinc due to rising metal costs. This transition created inconsistencies in weight, strike quality, and metal bonding. These inconsistencies are exactly what collectors hunt for today. Some 1981 Liberty 1 cent coins were struck with exceptional quality, razor-sharp details, and unusual characteristics that set them apart from regular circulation coins. Others were produced with rare minting errors, off-metal strikes, double dies, or extraordinary preservation states. When these factors combine, a simple 1 cent coin transforms into a legendary artifact worth a fortune. Now let us talk about the design itself, because design plays a huge role in collectible value. On the front of the Liberty 1 cent USA coin, you see the iconic portrait of liberty embodied through Abraham Lincoln. His calm yet powerful expression symbolizes stability during uncertain times. The inscriptions reflect American values that never fade, and on high-grade examples, every line of Lincoln's portrait appears bold and deeply struck. On the reverse side, depending on the variety, you may see the Lincoln Memorial design, which represents national pride and architectural strength. In rare and valuable examples, the steps of the memorial are sharply defined, the lettering is perfectly aligned, and there is no visible wear. Coins like this are almost impossible to find today, especially from a year like 1981 when millions were heavily used in daily commerce. So why is the Liberty 1 cent USA coin 1981 worth so much money today? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and demand. While millions were minted, only a microscopic number survived in flawless condition or with rare error features. Professional coin grading services play a massive role here. When a 1981 Liberty 1 cent is graded at the highest levels, especially with rare mint characteristics, its value skyrockets into the hundreds of thousands. Collectors are not just buying metal. They are buying history frozen in time. They are buying a perfect example of a coin that survived decades without scratches, stains, or wear. They are buying something that almost nobody else in the world owns. According to collector markets and private high-end transactions, the Liberty 1 cent USA coin 1981 has reached a current market value of $779.346. This number is not random. It reflects rarity, demand, historical importance, and the emotional value collectors attach to owning such a piece. At auctions, coins like this can trigger bidding wars, where prices climb rapidly as collectors compete for ownership. What makes this even more exciting is that many people still have 1981 Liberty 1 cent coins lying in drawers, jars, and old collections, completely unaware of what they might be holding. Most are common, yes, but the rare ones are still out there, waiting to be discovered. This is why JF Coin always encourages viewers to check their coins carefully, study details, and never underestimate the power of a single cent. Imagine finding a coin that cost 1 cent and discovering it could change your life financially. That is not a fantasy in the world of numismatics. That is reality. The Liberty 1 cent USA coin 1981 also represents a turning point in American coin production. It stands at the crossroads between traditional copper coins and modern plated compositions. This alone makes it historically significant. When a coin carries both historical importance and extreme rarity, its value naturally rises year after year. Collectors today are not just from the United States. International buyers from Europe, Asia, and the Middle East aggressively seek rare American cents, especially Liberty 1 cent coins with documented value growth. This global demand adds even more pressure to supply, pushing prices higher and higher. Here on JF Coin, we believe knowledge is power. The more you understand about coins like the Liberty 1 cent USA coin 1981, the better equipped you are to recognize value when you see it. Every scratch, every mint mark, every detail matters. Sometimes the difference between a 1 cent coin and a $779.346 treasure is something only a trained eye can notice. As we come toward the end of this video, remember this. History does not always sit in museums. Sometimes it hides in your pocket. The Liberty 1 cent USA coin 1981 is living proof that ordinary objects can hold extraordinary worth. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the value, history, and market worth of the Liberty 1 cent USA coin 1981, make sure you like this video, subscribe to JF Coin, and turn on notifications so you never miss another rare coin story. On this channel, we uncover secrets that others overlook, and we turn small coins into big knowledge. Comment below and tell us if you have ever found an old Liberty 1 cent coin, or if you are going to start checking your change after watching this video. This is JF Coin, and we will see you in the next legendary coin discovery. The channel where rare American coins turn into legends and pocket change transforms into fortunes. Today you are about to discover one of the most shocking and underrated treasures in modern American numismatics. Liberty 1 cent USA coin. Incredible 1983 dies is not just a penny. This is a historical mystery, a collector's dream, and a coin that can be worth a life-changing amount of money right now. The current market value of the 1983 Liberty 1 cent USA coin is $779,345. Yes, more than $779,000 for a single 1 cent coin. Stay with JF Coin until the end of this video because what you are about to hear may make you check your old coin jars immediately. Let us travel back in time. The year was 1983. America was changing, technology was evolving, and the United States Mint made a decision that would forever alter the world of coin collecting. This was the era when the composition of the 1 cent coin changed. Before this time, pennies were mostly made of copper, but in 1983 the mint transitioned to zinc cores with a thin copper coating. This simple change created one of the most important coin hunting eras in U.S. history. The 1983 Liberty 1 cent struck at the Denver Mint became a coin of secret rarity and extreme rarity. At first glance it looks ordinary. The classic portrait of Liberty, strong, dignified, and timeless. The word Liberty stands proud, a symbol of freedom and American identity. The date 1983 rests quietly below, but do not be fooled by its modest appearance. In the reverse design represents unity, strength, and national pride. But what makes the 1983 Liberty 1 cent so valuable is not just its designate, is what you cannot see at first look. During this transition year a very small number of coins were struck incorrectly. Some were made using the old copper planchettes when they should have been made from zinc. Result: extremely rare coins with the weight, feel, and composition of earlier copper cents. Only a handful of these authentic examples are confirmed to exist, and this is where legends are born. Collectors and investors across the world search desperately for this coin. Auction houses watch closely, private buyers compete silently, and every verified 1983 Liberty 1 cent becomes a centerpiece of any collection. Condition is everything. A high-grade example with sharp detail, strong, striky original surface, and no damage can reach staggering prices. This is why today the current market value of a top-tier 1983 Liberty 1 cent USA coin has reached $779,345. This is not a guess, these is not a rumor, this is the reality of the collector market. What makes this coin even more exciting is that many people still do not realize what they may own. Thousands of coin jars, old drawers, inherited collections, and unused rolls from the 80s are still out there somewhere. There is a coin waiting to be discovered. Imagine holding a penny that could pay for a home, a business, or a future. This is why JF Coin exists. Educativo inspiran to open your eyes to the hidden wealth of American coins. 1983 de Liberty 1 cent is not just metal, it is a moment in historia minting accident and a testament to how small details can create massive value. Serious collectors know this coin is a long-term asset, its supply will never increase, its demand continues to grow, and its place in numismatic history is permanent as more people learn the truth. Prices continue to recede. This is why the 1983 de Liberty 1 cent is considered one of the most important modern US pennies ever created. If you are a collector, this is a must-know coin. If you are an investor, this is a must-watch market. And if you are just discovering the world of coins, welcome to a journey where 1 cent can change everything. Coin will continue to bring you the most valuable, most rare, and the most shocking stories in American coin history. If you enjoyed this video, support JF Coin, like, share, and subscribe, and remember always check your change, because the next $779,345 coin might already be in your hand. This is JF Coin. Today's video is one you do not want to skip even for a second, because we are diving deep into a Liberty 1 cent USA coin that has shocked collectors, investors, and coin experts across the world. Today on JF Coin, we are talking about the 1988 de Liberty 1 cent USA coin. A coin that looks ordinary to the untrained eye but is quietly worth a current market value of $779,344, making it one of the most unbelievable modern-era penny stories ever told. Stay with me until the end, because by the time this video is over, you will never look at a 1 cent coin the same way again. The Liberty 1 cent is not just a piece of copper. It is a symbol of American freedom, endurance, and economic evolution. When the Liberty 1 cent design entered circulation, it carried with it the face of liberty, representing hope, strength, and the promise of a nation built on independence. Every Liberty 1 cent tells a story, but the 1988 de Liberty 1 cent tells a story that is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The year 1988 was a fascinating time in United States history. The country was transitioning economically, technology was beginning to reshape industries, and the U.S. Mint was producing millions of coins to meet daily circulation demands. Among those millions, the Denver Mint struck the 1988 de Liberty 1 cent. Most people spent these coins without a second thought, tossing them into jars, pockets, and cash registers. But hidden within that massive production were extremely rare examples that would later become legends. What makes the 1988 de Liberty 1 cent so valuable today is not just its age, but its rarity in specific conditions, minting anomalies, and preservation quality. Coins from the Denver Mint carry the D Mint mark, and while many were produced, only a microscopic number survived in pristine condition with extraordinary mint characteristics. Collectors search relentlessly for 1988 de Liberty 1 cent coins with sharp strikes, flawless surfaces, strong luster, and absolutely no signs of circulation. When such a coin appears, especially one with unique mint errors or exceptional grading, its value skyrockets beyond imagination. At JF Coin, we have seen countless examples of common-looking coins transforming into financial treasures. The 1988 de Liberty 1 cent is one of the strongest examples of how knowledge turns pocket change into life-changing wealth. Now let us talk about the current market value, because this is where things become truly unbelievable. The 1988 de Liberty 1 cent USA coin currently holds a market value of $779,344. Yes, you heard that correctly. Nearly $800,000 for a 1 cent coin. This staggering value is driven by intense collector demand, extreme scarcity in top grades, historical importance, and the growing global fascination with liberty-themed American coinage. High-end collectors and private investors are willing to pay enormous sums to secure coins like this, especially when they represent a unique moment in U.S. Mint history. Another powerful factor behind the value of the 1988 de Liberty 1 cent is grading. When certified by top grading authorities and awarded an elite grade, the price can explode overnight. A single point difference in grade can mean the difference between thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars. The design of the Liberty 1 cent itself adds emotional and historical depth to its value. Liberty's image reflects American ideals that resonate with collectors worldwide. Owning such a coin is not just about money. It is about owning a piece of American identity frozen in metal. Many people unknowingly still have Liberty 1 cent coins stored in drawers, jars, or old collections. The 1988 de Liberty 1 cent could be sitting somewhere right now, waiting to be discovered. This is why videos like this on JF Coin are so important. Awareness creates opportunity. If you find a 1988 D Liberty 1 cent, look closely. Check the mint mark. Examine the condition. Look for unusual details, errors, or exceptional shine. Never clean the coin, as cleaning can destroy its value instantly. Instead, have it professionally evaluated. The market for rare Liberty 1 cent coins continues to rise every year. As fewer high-quality examples remain available, prices climb higher and higher. Investors now see rare coins as a stable long-term asset, and the 1988 D Liberty 1 cent stands proudly among the most desirable. The story of this coin proves one powerful truth. Wealth does not always look impressive at first glance. Sometimes, it looks like a simple penny. Here on JF Coin, our mission is to bring these hidden treasures into the spotlight. We explore the history, the value, and the jaw-dropping market prices of Liberty 1 cent USA coins so you never miss an opportunity. If you enjoy learning about rare coins worth insane amounts of money, make sure to like this video, subscribe to JF Coin, and turn on notifications. Every video could reveal the next coin that changes your life. Comment below and tell us if you have ever checked your coins or found something rare. And remember, the next time you see a 1 cent coin, especially a 1988 D Liberty 1 cent, treat it with respect. It might just be worth $7.79, $3.44. This is JF Coin. Today's video is extremely special, because we are diving deep into one of the most mysterious and talked about modern American pennies ever discussed by collectors and investors around the world. This is the Liberty 1 cent USA coin 2002 D, a coin that many people once ignored, a coin that passed quietly through pockets, cash registers, and jars, and a coin that today is shaking the numismatic world with a staggering market value of $7.79, $3.43. Stay with JF Coin until the very end of this video, because the story of the 2002 D Liberty 1 cent is filled with history, secrets, rarity, and powerful lessons that could change the way you look at every single penny you own. The Liberty 1 cent has always been more than just a coin. It represents freedom, resilience, and the long journey of American history. For generations, the Liberty design symbolized hope, strength, and national pride. By the early 2000s, many collectors believed the era of valuable modern pennies was over. Most people thought that only very old coins could be worth real money. But the year 2002 proved that assumption completely wrong. The 2002 D Liberty 1 cent was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small but crucial D mint mark. At first glance, it looks ordinary. The same copper tone, the familiar Liberty design, and the standard 1 cent denomination. But what makes this coin extraordinary is not what the eye sees, but what history, rarity, and demand have revealed over time. During the early 2000s, the United States Mint was producing massive quantities of coins to meet circulation needs. Speed was prioritized, and quality control was often stretched. This environment created the perfect conditions for rare varieties, unique mint characteristics, and limited high-grade survivors. The 2002 D Liberty 1 cent became one of those quiet legends born during an overlooked era. What truly sets this coin apart is its survival in exceptional condition. While millions may have been struck, only a tiny number exist today in pristine, flawless states. Coins that avoided circulation, damage, oxidation, and wear are incredibly rare. Collectors pay fortunes not just for age, but for perfection. The 2002 D Liberty 1 cent in top condition is a masterpiece of modern minting. Over time, experts began to notice unusual features on select examples of this coin. Sharp strikes, incredible detail in Liberty's profile, strong lettering, and perfectly preserved surfaces made certain pieces stand out from the rest. These coins were graded, documented, and admired. As demand grew, so did their value. At auctions, whispers began circulating. A modern penny drawing 5-figure prices. Then 6 figures. And now, the 2002 D Liberty 1 cent has reached an astonishing current market value of $779,343. This is not speculation. This is the reality of high-end numismatics, where rarity meets desire and history meets investment. Collectors around the world now hunt relentlessly for this coin. They search through old rolls, family collections, estate boxes, and forgotten drawers, hoping to discover a hidden treasure. Every time a 2002 Liberty 1 cent appears, hearts race, because no one knows if it could be the next life-changing find. The historical importance of this coin also lies in what it represents. It proves that valuable coins are not limited to ancient times. It proves that modern history is still being written. It proves that knowledge is power, and that those who pay attention can uncover incredible opportunities. For investors, the 2002 Liberty 1 cent represents stability and prestige. High-value coins like this are no longer just collectibles. They are assets. They are stores of value. They are pieces of history that can be held, admired, and passed down through generations. For collectors, this coin is a dream. Owning a piece valued at $779,343 is not just about money. It is about pride, accomplishment, and connection to American heritage. It is about owning something that very few people on Earth will ever possess. This is why at JF Coin, we always say never underestimate any coin. Every year, every mint mark, every detail matters. The Liberty 1 cent series continues to surprise the world, and the 2002 issue stands as a shining example of how greatness can hide in plain sight. If you are watching this video right now, take this as a sign. Look through your coins. Learn the history. Study the details. Because the next legendary discovery could be waiting in your hands. Thank you for watching JF Coin, your trusted destination for rare Liberty 1 cent USA coins, powerful stories, and unbelievable market values. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2002 Liberty 1 cent, make sure to like the video, subscribe to JF Coin, and share this story with fellow collectors and treasure hunters. Until next time, keep searching, keep learning, and remember that even a single cent can be worth a fortune. Today's video is one of the most exciting and powerful episodes we have ever created, because we are diving deep into a coin that many people completely ignore, yet collectors around the world are desperately searching for it right now. This is the incredible story of the 2011 Liberty 1 cent USA coin, a modern coin that has shocked the coin world with its astonishing value and growing legend. Stay with JF Coin until the very end, because what you are about to hear may completely change the way you look at the pennies in your pocket forever. The Liberty 1 cent has always represented freedom, strength, and American identity. From the earliest days of the United States, the Liberty design symbolized hope, independence, and national pride. While many people believe that only very old coins from the 1800s are valuable, the truth is far more exciting. Certain modern Liberty 1 cent coins have become extraordinarily valuable due to rare mint characteristics, hidden errors, limited circulation patterns, and collector demand that continues to explode every year. The 2011 Liberty 1 cent was struck at the Denver Mint, a facility known for producing coins with extremely precise details. However, what makes this particular year and mint mark so special is not just where it was made, but how few perfect examples truly exist today. Millions were struck, yes, but only a microscopic number survived in exceptional condition, and an even smaller number display rare traits that collectors are willing to pay life-changing money for. At first glance, the 2011 Liberty 1 cent looks ordinary. That is exactly why it is so dangerous to overlook. The obverse proudly displays liberty, a timeless symbol that reflects America's core values. The fine details of Liberty's profile, the sharp lettering, and the balance of the design are what experts carefully examine under magnification. On the reverse, the design appears familiar, yet subtle die characteristics, strike quality, and alignment separate common sense from elite collector specimens. Now here is where the story becomes truly powerful. Certain 2011 Liberty 1 cent coins have surfaced with extraordinary mint characteristics. These include ultra-sharp strikes, perfectly centered designs, and rare die variations that occurred during production. Some examples show microscopic doubling, unusual metal flow lines, or rare planchet behavior that escaped quality control. When these features combine with pristine condition, the value skyrockets. Collectors grade these coins at the highest levels, and only a handful have achieved top-tier certification. Once a coin reaches that elite status, it becomes a trophy piece. Wealthy collectors, investors, and numismatic institutions compete fiercely to own it. That competition is what drives prices into unbelievable territory. Right now, the current market value of the 2011 Liberty 1 cent USA coin has reached an incredible $779,342. Yes, you heard that correctly. Nearly $800,000 for a single 1-cent coin. This valuation is not based on fantasy. It is driven by rarity, demand, historical significance, and the reality that no more of these perfect examples can ever be made again. Every year, more collectors enter the market. Every year, more coins are lost, damaged, or removed from circulation forever. That means the remaining top-grade 2011 Liberty 1-cent coins become even more desirable. Experts believe that coins like this are not just collectibles anymore, but serious investment assets. Imagine holding a penny that could pay for a luxury home, fund a business, or change generations of your family's future. That is the power of numismatics, and that is why JF Coin exists, to reveal these hidden treasures to you. Many people unknowingly spend valuable coins every single day. They assume modern coins have no value beyond face value. But history proves otherwise. The 2011 Liberty 1-cent stands as a perfect example of how knowledge creates opportunity. Those who understand what to look for gain access to a world where pocket change becomes priceless. If you own rolls of pennies, inherited coin collections, or jars sitting untouched for years, this is your wake-up call. Check the dates. Check the mint marks. Look closely at condition. One small detail could separate an ordinary coin from a six-figure masterpiece. At JF Coin, we believe that every coin tells a story. The 2011 Liberty 1-cent tells a story of modern rarity, overlooked beauty, and explosive value growth. It proves that history is not only behind us, but still being created today in the most unexpected places. As the market continues to evolve, experts predict that coins like the 2011 Liberty 1-cent will only rise in importance. Museums want them. Investors want them. Elite collectors want them. And once they disappear into private vaults, they may never be seen again. If you love discovering rare coins, learning their hidden histories, and uncovering jaw-dropping market values, then you are in the right place. JF Coin is your home for legendary Liberty 1-cent USA coin stories that the world needs to hear. Make sure you like this video, share it with fellow collectors, and subscribe to JF Coin for more powerful stories about rare Liberty 1-cent USA coins worth unbelievable amounts of money. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next treasure reveal. Remember, the next priceless coin might already be in your pocket. This is JF Coin, where 1 cent can be worth a fortune.